Meg and Klay's breakup became a nasty gender war. Guys, over this entire week, you got people literally saying that they should have got cheated on rather than Megan Thee Stallion, simply because they are parasocial, bro.
This is gonna sound very parasocial, but I would have rather been cheated on than Megan Thee Stallion be cheated on, because, and that sounds crazy, but I just feel like I would have taken that for her than for her to deal with that on top of everything else in life she's already dealt with.
This whole parasocial behavior is messing the entire society up, bro. It's actually mad. And we predicted it, bro. We said as soon as this came out and Megan put out a statement, we already knew that there's gonna be men saying, oh, all men are this and that, blah, blah, blah. And you're gonna get a lot of ladies saying, oh, all men are this and that and blah, blah, blah. Like, broski, I don't understand. But anyway, let's get straight into it. Shout out to Omeezy.
Now, normally a celebrity breakup wouldn't make this channel, honestly, because I don't really care. Who you sleep with is who you sleep with, and who you stop sleeping with is who you stop sleeping with. As I scroll
separately though, this jumper that he's wearing is cold, bro.
down my TL, 24 hours after two strangers broke up, they became ammo for the new iteration of the Gender Wars Chronicles.
Where his vitals at? So we're reducing all of his vitals to 25. Ain't no muscle mass. Cartilage in your knees and ankles, gone. Meniscus is gone. See, you gotta reduce the head durability because you was playing head games. You wanna play head games? You gonna win some prizes, okay? This IQ is gone. Meg, don't worry, sis. I got you.
Klay is broke. Klay is the joke. Klay lost the game. Klay has no fame. Klay has no hoes. Klay has no goals.
They're doing juju on my boy Klay, bro. They're doing black magic on Klay, bro. No, broski. We've lost it, bro. What? They do black magic? Oh, nah, bro. That's fucked.
Find a hall. Klay wants to shoot. Can't find the ball. Megan is joyful. Megan is...
Wait, what did she say? I shouldn't be laughing, bro. She said something. Look.
Klay has no hoes. Klay has no goals. Klay has to cough. Can't find a hall.
Klay has... and he can't find. Oh no, broski, nah, man.
Shoot, can't find the ball. Megan is joyful. Megan is.
Hey, no. Despite the fact that this is despicable, yeah, bro, this is funny. I can't lie, bro.
Free. Megan is outside, twerking on one knee. Megan is happy. Megan is rich. Megan has met another man who's not a.
But you know what it is, bro? Bro, I don't know if she's being real or not. You never know with social media now. But, bro, there's actually girls out here that will be on this type of shit, bro. Because they do it for regular stuff, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this ain't making no sense, bro.
Now, I by no means am a condoner of cheating or any sort of infidelity in a mutually agreed upon monogamous relationship. So I don't have too many thoughts and opinions on what Klay did or didn't do. All these allegations, that's not my bag. But the stuff that's coming out of it is the exact problem with the internet. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. We're rocking and rolling in the 150s and we're going to the next heights above and beyond. Now, back into the video. The problem with dating online in the public sphere is that every bit of your relationship has to be everybody else's problem. And it's up for everybody else's discussion and conversation. That means when you first get together, that means when you first are public together, that means when you make your TikTok dances and spend
But do you know what it is though, yeah? A lot of these people will have way more success, in my personal opinion, if they literally just kept it just by themselves. Do you know what I mean? They said, you know what, we're in this, we're just trying to run the play and then just basically go about our life. But instead, everything needs to be documented for fans to see and stuff like that. And of course, I genuinely believe that it was a mutual beneficial relationship. We obviously will never know whether they really liked each other and stuff like that. Sincerely anyways, because whatever, we're not in these people's lives. But it did benefit them. For example, there was a clip going around by Madam Joyce, and she was basically saying that the entire world didn't know who Klay Thompson was, etc. In reality, she was wrong in terms of that statement, but I understand the sentiment behind it. I believe that what she was basically trying to say, and I'll put the clip right here, I believe that what she was basically trying to say was more so in a case of popular culture and more so the ladies. They didn't know who Klay Thompson was, even though he's a Splash brother, even though I believe Ray Daniels even said something like 10 years ago when Megan was literally trying to decide what she's doing with her life and college and stuff like that. Klay was out there winning rings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Klay's been that guy. He's been that guy, bro. And, bro, outside of that, Klay Thompson doesn't necessarily need, you know, he doesn't necessarily need any more fame or spotlight or anything like, bro, he's made the money. Has the accolades. He has all these type of things in it. So I feel as if, though, that it benefited both of them because they were both able to get into rooms that maybe they couldn't have before. But outside of that, it's just one of those ones where I feel like they would have benefited way more if they just kept it to themselves and kept it behind the scenes. That's just my personal opinion, though.
Holiday breaks and all these things, and that includes the breakup. I think it's a strange concept and it shouldn't exist, but for whatever reason, Meg Thee Stallion decided that she was going to announce the breakup from her and Klay Thompson across the internet. And not just a simple, hey, we broke up type situation. She said, and I quote, "Cheating had me around your whole family playing house, got cold feet holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me during..."
And I made a video about this year, basically saying that in my personal opinion, if it was really sincere, that's the reason why I say that. I don't know whether they truly liked each other or whether it was just the fantasy or the feeling that they liked or lost, you know, just finding each other attractive and stuff. But broski, like when you're saying holding you down through your mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season, broski, I don't think you understand, bro. I'm not even a basketball fan like that, bro. But fam, for any ambitious man that's trying to pursue a goal, and bro has 4 rings, he's trying to get the 5th one. Unfortunately, he's unable to get the 5th one because his teammates are injured and things like that. Anyone will crash out, bro. Anyone, you know what I'm saying? And do you know how hard it is to be an athlete? Bro, I get it. It's hard to be an artist. It's hard to be an entertainer. Do you know how hard it is to be an athlete, bro? Broski, I feel as if, though, out of all the entertainment kind of sectors, actors and athletes, in my opinion, probably go for it the worst, man. Because you have like a athlete, for example. These guys, they have to be dialed in 24/8, bro. Even on their off season when they're having holiday and stuff like that, if they aren't dialed in at least 80% of the time, they will come back the next season and fall off, bro. Do you know what I mean? We've seen it time and time again. With actors, they literally have to either gain weight, lose weight. They have to do all sorts of things, yeah? That puts them in a mental and a psychological kind of state for them to be able to play or act a role. You know what I mean? There's even been some actors in the past that, bro, like, they've acted, done their thing, and then through doing that, they've now basically, unfortunately, like, they've gone kind of crazy. Do you know what I mean? Because they've had to subjugate themselves through different experiences and stuff like that to a point where now they're just like, what is life? You know what I mean? It's kind of sad, isn't it? But, hey, you lot let me know down below anyway what you guys think.
Your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. She is referencing the fact that she went ahead and did some sort of Thanksgiving dinner for Klay Thompson and the Thompson family, which, hey, brother, that's a bit ridiculous. It
is a bit wild, though. It is a bit wild.
I don't know.
Especially if you haven't claimed her as your girl, bro. You know what I mean? Because, guys, unless I'm bugging, Megan's the one that said, "Oh, we're dating." Klay never ever. He's just a chill guy, you know what I'm saying? He's never, and there's a reputation about him anyways, bro. He's out there, fam, you know what I'm saying? Successful, does his thing, bro. Like,
how to frame that. But to me, it sounded like there was always questions about monogamy. And by questions, I do mean, A, she wanted monogamy. He didn't want monogamy. There was some sort of convincing, but nonetheless, this shouldn't be here for me to dissect. This should all exist as some sort of private information. But to double down on her efforts of blasting the relationships into the public, Meg Thee Stallion then went on to make a TMZ statement, which, Harvey, stop picking up the phone for these folks. She goes on to say, "I've made the decision to end my..."
Bro, the TMZ law, bro, I can't lie, like, they're a credible source, bro. They've been doing it. They call a lot of things out before it happens. At this point, they are a credible source. I remember at one point, a lot of people were saying, "I don't listen to TMZ. They like to spread gossip and rumor." But bro, it's like, bro, you know what I mean?
Relationship with Klay. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiable for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. I'm taking this time to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity. And this is where the rational takes start to step in. Stephen A. Smith, of all people, led the charge by saying, why was this anybody's business? How come you just couldn't move on and not draw others into this conversation? Others that didn't participate in said relationship.
To reiterate the point that I keep making to everybody, it's none of our freaking business. We got there at the bottom of the screen. Megan claims Thompson cheated on her. Lexi Brown denies involvement. So now Lexi Brown, Seattle Storm, minding her business, she got to go and explain whether she is or is not involved in something like this. And we trying to get all in Klay Thompson business. He don't deserve this. He doesn't deserve this. The brother is a damn great basketball player who has blessed us with his greatness for the longest time. There's the statement from Lexi Brown. I've seen what's being said online, and I want to be clear, none of it is true, and I have no involvement in this situation. This week marks the start of an important and exciting new season for me, and my focus is fully on that. Amen, sister. Amen. And damn it, if it did involve you, it would still be none of our damn business.
Now, before anybody in the comments comes and starts attacking me for the...
I agree, bro. I agree at the end of the day. Like, whatever people want to do in their relationships, it needs to be in between them, bro. Like, me personally, I do believe in monogamy. It's more so for obviously religious reasons. Outside of that, though, the average man, I know, like, and the thing is with me, I'm just real, bro. I just try to keep it as true as possible because it's like, what's the point of lying, bro? The average man, if it wasn't for religion, if it wasn't for also access, you know what I mean? Because you need to have a bit of money, not a bit of money, you need to have money, you need to have power, you need to have status, and also be attractive, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be able to live that type of lifestyle. But if you were to offer Klay Thompson's life on a platter to the average man, they would take it, bro. They will take it. What? Rich, tall, the niggas like 6'5" or whatever? You know what I'm saying? In terms of the attraction, hey, the ladies have their niches and whatever kind of looks in it, whatever. He has the money, he has the influence, broski. Like, that's the life that majority of men want to live, bro. Like, in history, bro, from the beginning of time, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. So, in saying that, though, the reason why a lot of people don't do it is because of obviously religious reasons, like I mentioned, or more so than religious, it's actually a case where they're just unable to do it. So then they complain and they hate on the people that are able to do it. That's the game. You know what I mean? Losers always hate on the winners. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's the definition of winning, but that's one of the things that comes alongside being a winner. Access and traits. Whether you exercise it or not, complete different option. But you will have more access. You will have more leverage. Have more choice to the type of ladies that obviously most men would desire. Do you know what I'm saying? Will it bring you the lady that you want? I mean, will it bring you the lady that you need? Like for marriage and as a wife? Different argument, a different statement. You know what I mean?
Stance that I'm about to take and make about this whole subject. I'm just letting y'all know what's fair is fair and what's fair is square. I've had some of these similar sentiments about other streamers and content creators' relationships, and this is going to track with a lot of the things that I've said in the past. This did not have to be for public consumption, full stop. Now, granted, these are two big entities and two big stars, so I get that at some point, people were potentially going to ask about the relationship while they were in it. People were going to talk about the breakup while they were not seen together, but the intimate and private details of the matter did not need to come to social media or the internet, etc., etc. Posting all of these things, the good and the bad, only feeds into the parasocial / celebrity worship epidemic that is going on today. And oftentimes I talk about the responsibility of said fans when it comes to these things, but we do have to move past the fans of these people and talk about the creator's responsibility in feeding into this nonsense. I keep putting quotes out of instances. These people don't necessarily support these people. The only time that they really go rah, pom-pom is when there's some sort of fiasco or debacle. And so now when you open up the floodgates to these conversations, people who just last week were saying that this was the new it couple, the new power couple on the scene, are putting in think pieces and takes that honestly don't make any sort of sense other than this delusion that has been created in their mind is now opened up and it can spew out nonsense.
We didn't know Klay Thompson before Meg Thee Stallion. We didn't.
Broski, I was going to include this clip here, but it's actually here already. This clip has gone viral, fam. It's gone viral, bro. Like, it's everywhere. And I'm very curious to see what she's gonna do next, because Madam Drace, like, she understands social media. Whether you agree or you don't or disagree with her opinions, she's someone that I can say right now, she understands how to trigger emotions and get a cool fan base and build it and stuff like that. In terms of the backlash she's gonna be receiving, especially from the fans of someone like Klay Thompson, I don't really know, bro. I don't know if the average person can really hack it, but if she does, big up her, you know what I mean? And in reality, it's only going to strengthen the fan base. All the girls and all the ladies that are out here basically siding with Megan and saying and doing video on bloody Klay Thompson, bro, see, they're going to look at her and be like, oh, at least she was vocal and blah, 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 and then basically side with her, do you know what I mean? But my people, them, it's crazy what's going on right now. For us, this parasocial relationship type of stuff is really defeating a lot of relationships in real life. You got people basically saying because Klay did this to Megan, even though I said it in my last thing, yeah, everyone's talking about cheating. I don't necessarily see it as like cheating in my personal opinion. I believe that unless it was a case where they both agreed that they're gonna be monogamous and they're gonna be in a relationship and commit to this type of thing on the long-term play, then cool, it is. He, at the same time, he was honest. He said, bro, like, this is the type of lifestyle man wants to live. I don't want to be monogamous and only see you and stuff like that. That's just him being honest, and he didn't really agree with what he wanted to basically do. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's cheating. I think it's more so a misalignment from what I can see outside looking in. I'm not really too involved in these guys' lives and stuff like that. But let me know anyways. Let me know what you guys think nonetheless. Outside of that, I'll see you guys in the next one. And make sure to watch the next video. That link down below. Peace.